Man, what is good, YouTube? I decided to make a 16-man tournament of some of the most unique strikers in the UFC. We're going to be doing welterweight through heavyweight only. I'm probably going to have another video that I do flyweight through featherweight, but I wanted to avoid mismatches. In UFC 5, the higher the division, they hit harder. It was different in UFC 4, at least for the tournament mode. But starting things off, we got Adesanya taking on Sharabullet.
Great job.
In the first round, they were going back and forth, kind of point fight in, but Shara, he would land the bigger shots. He landed a nice lead hook. He landed a nasty Superman elbow and a leg kick to end off round 1. Landed the more damaging shots, but then we get to round 2. Israel was going everywhere with his kicks and punches. He landed a nice straight right on Shara, goes ahead and lands another one, and he opens up a cut on Shara. And he wasn't point fighting in the second round. He was going after it, landed a nice head kick that rocks him.
Oh, that's a brutal cut on it.
This next fight, we got two welterweight fighters. We got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson taking on Carlo Prates. Thompson, he was throwing a lot of spin and stuff. He missed a couple kicks, but he lands a nice shot that rocks Prates. Prates was on the back foot, and that's not how Prates fights, but Wonderboy had him on the back foot. And he was landing a lot of damaging shots. He was taking some shots too. They both had a cut open up. Wonderboy was brawling. He even had him shoot a takedown. Then we got to round 2.
Be below than a previous frame. Right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Nice jab. Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that.
20 seconds to go, round 2.
Prates, he's a good prospect, but Wonderboy was taking over in this fight. Had a good round 1, had an even better round 2. Starting things out in round 3, 11 seconds in, lands a head kick. He's checking kicks. Prates got his legs injured, then Wonderboy throws an overhand and gets caught by a lead uppercut. And things were starting to change from there.
The big uppercut.
Nice combination.
Oh, what a shot. Oh,
Not a person like this.
All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
After a decision win for Wonderboy, we get to the next matchup. We got Joe Pyfer taking on MVP. Joe Pyfer lands a nasty overhand that sits down MVP. Had him on the back foot. He even shoots a double leg, attempting to get the fight on the ground. Also, another thing is, I was trying to avoid strikers that would go in there and mix in takedowns. It's not like there's going to be no takedowns, but I tried to keep a lot of people out that would just be shooting takedowns the whole time. Joe Pyfer has that ability, but he also has a lot of power, and he lands overhands on MVP. He rocks him once again. MVP tries to get his get back, but he gets caught by a right hook.
That was landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
I know people would want MVP to go far in this video, but Joe Pyfer, he just had the power advantage and he put him to sleep pretty early. Didn't let MVP really get anything off. Now in this next matchup, I didn't want to go with prime fighters for everybody, but I just did it for Leon for some reason. I think I accidentally did it, to be honest. But we got Leon Edwards taking on Della Maddalena.
All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good... This fight's going to seem to be stunned to a significant extent, but was...
He's got to finish here.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Well, I'm not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it's inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can hide.
Leon is one of them fighters that would go in there and mix in the wrestling. He wasn't doing a whole lot of it, but he does mix it in. But Della, he was landing the bigger shots, and he was checking Leon's kicks, which takes away his power too. He has his legs weak. He's over there moving his head. He gets caught by a question mark kick that had him going backwards. Now we get to round 3 on the last round. Leon goes to throw back, but he lands a nice clean check hook.
All right, so look at that connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
You are on.
Oh, big diving punch to the head. Some bonus money.
I was guilty. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ. This man is landing.
After a takedown from Leon and a submission attempt from Jack, Jack lands up in top mount, and he started teeing off on Edwards, nearly getting him out of there, but Edwards, this is the last round, and he goes ahead and he locks in a Darce choke, saving himself from getting dominated, and he even got Jack's back flat, but he wasn't able to capitalize to get any damage or submissions off in there. But he did land in top mount where Jack did a lot of damage, and he goes ahead and he does the same thing.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, big.
I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Oh. Final seconds of the fight.
Gotta find ways to pass and move to a submission.
The judges scored the contest 30-27, 29-28, 29-28. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Della.
Next fight, this is the first fight though. We got two fighters in different divisions. We got Robert Whittaker taking on Carlos Ulberg. They're both Aussies. I didn't do that on purpose. A lot of these fights I kind of put together on purpose. Just matchups I like, but this one's kind of random. But we got two Aussies facing off. Carlos Ulberg taking on Whittaker.
Combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got a guy that's looking to finish, continue to. Oh, he got hurt bad.
Well, body kick attempt here. It's no 3 minutes to go, round one.
Oh, again.
Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands. In these situations, certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone
Eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye. Hurt him again.
Whittaker was not off to a good start in round one. He just kept getting countered, dropped, and hurt, and he was badly hurt in the first round. They both had a cut open up, but Whittaker obviously took way more damage. After ending the first round in full guard, round two, they start out with a glove touch. Ulberg comes in with a 1-2. Whittaker throws a lead front kick. That lands and rocks Ulberg. He had him on the back foot, going in with a boxing combination, but once he stepped forward, he got hit by a straight right, and he got knocked down. Ulberg ran in for the finish, throws an elbow to the body. He postures up again, going in for some ground and pound, but then Whittaker pulls him down. Ulberg gets back up to the feet, and he's looking to strike.
Kicks have changed the game. Oh! He's gonna do it!
This next matchup, I know they train together somewhat. I don't know if they actually train in the same gym, but we got Strickland taking on Rountree. I know Strickland, he talked a lot of shit on Rountree. I know he also, I think, he talked good about him too. Not too sure. But Rountree, I think they said that they're good, but they're going to settle their beef in the octagon anyways. Strickland was coming forward, trying to get that jab off, but Rountree, he just kept going in with a straight right, and then he lands a check hook, and he just goes in with a nice combo, sits down Strickland with a lead hook. He had him hurt, but he wasn't able to finish him off as he had not much time to work with.
His leg is hurt here, you can see. To set up that hook again. There, we'll see if he can, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of. Well, DC kind of just played that. Herb Dean steps in.
Next matchup on the other side of the bracket, we got Gane taking on Aspinall. Aspinall, he is the person that's going to wrestle in this tournament, but I had to throw him in there. I mean, he goes in there and gets quick finishes, and he's getting a lot of them by knockout early in the first minute or so. But Gane was able to get this fight back up to the feet, and he was landing some nice kicks. Ended off round one. Now we're in round two.
All right, next round is now underway. Wow, what a head kick. Nice. Nicely. Gets with that weapon.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Guillotine choke. He seems to have it, but he's got submission defense.
Wow, he's continued.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
Motioning for his opponents back in the fight.
I mean, you know.
Aspinall, he survived the ground game. He got back up to the feet. He was getting his leg teared up. Ciryl Gane, he lands a nice elbow on Aspinall. Aspinall's in on another double leg. He's doing all in the wrestling. Ciryl Gane was landing the better shots on the feet. Opened up a cut on Aspinall, and he was escaping his submissions too.
2 rounds to shut this one and
Yeah.
well, the calf kicks all the rage, but he's not discriminating.
Martial arts, people throw legs.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's like that. There you go.
Gane's going for an arm here.
Fancy.
Oh, gives up on the submission.
Aspinall got knocked down, but he stood right back up, shot a takedown, and then Ciryl Gane was teeing off on the ground, on top control. Aspinall ended up reversing the position. He started to set up an arm triangle, but he ended up posturing up instead, went for some ground and pound. Ciryl Gane gets back up to the feet and sets him down right away with a straight right. Ciryl Gane, he goes in there and he sleeps Aspinall. I know a lot of people like Aspinall, but this is probably better for the video because Aspinall was probably one of the fighters that would go in there and wrestle. But now in this next matchup, we got 2 Brazilians. We got Michel Pereira taking on Alex Pereira. These are 2 fighters that were way too big for their previous division, moved up, and they still have the size advantage against some opponents. And also both really entertaining fighters. I mean, Michel Pereira, he only got 1 minute in him and then he loses it.
The guy standing in front of him.
Choke and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient.
What an end to round 1. Get in there and close that thing up. Play shot there, DC. He is officially rough.
A big, massive hook.
He's very close to the finish here.
After some wrestling from Michel and some good work on the feet by Alex Pereira, he ended up knocking him down, and he had him some bad positions on the ground. This was not the fight I would be expecting to be a grappling match, but it kind of turned into one. But Alex Pereira, he was holding his own. He had some control time, some ground and pound. Michel Pereira, he ended up getting in the top mount, went in with some ground and pound. But Alex, even though he's in a bad position, he was able to avoid taking damage.
Should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is... found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
That KO moves us on to the quarterfinal matchups. We got Bullet taking on Wonderboy, Pyfer versus Della, Ulberg versus Rountree, Ciryl Gane taking on Alex Pereira. But starting things off, we got Sharabullet taking on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. They kind of look like they could be in the same weight class. You could tell that Sharabullet's bigger. See, this is one of the most realistic size differences I really see in this game. Everything else looks like really different. Like Sean O'Malley looks like a welterweight in the game. This feels like the right sizes, at least compared to just them.
Next round.
Wonderboy looks big. He looks strong. Physical.
Oh, another kick right on the cap, but I'm not a fighter. What do you do?
I mean, there's not much you can do now. You got to just bite.
Huge connection by him there.
Wonderboy was off to a good start. He wasn't taking too much damage. He was landing a lot of stuff on Bullet. He had his chin low. He was able to sit him down in round 2. He was just landing the better shots. You would think Shar would have the power advantage, but Wonderboy was piecing him up. Sharabullet's leg was hurt, and that takes away power in this game. Then we got to round 3. They're both trading kicks, but again, Wonderboy's getting the better of it.
Now we have to find one
nose. Well, he
think now he's got to start throwing everything he can.
Just a nap.
Oh, that was a big one there.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
Find the next shots, the follow-up shots. That will...
All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
This next matchup, we got Joe Pyfer taking on Della Maddalena. Pyfer, he has a lot of power, and he has that big right hand. Jack, he's a combination boxer. I mean, he has a lot of power, but he likes to mix in a lot of shots and has some nasty combos.
Yeah. Strike and the opponent has.
He's hurt bad here.
Right hand, but doesn't find its home. Well, I'm blind as a bat, but it looks like that's a cut. It is.
Yeah, you can see a little blood. He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, these guys are
Oh, my goodness.
what a fight!
That wraps up the one side of the bracket. Now we on the other side. Both of these fighters were supposed to verse Jamal Hill, but they both pulled out of a fight against him, and Jamal Hill pulled out. Alright, something weird like that. It was in the order. They were both supposed to fight him. But now we got Khalil Rountree taking on Carlos Ulberg, 2 light heavyweights.
By round.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly. Hurt his opponent very bad.
45 seconds remain in the round. That horn sounds.
Round 1 was good. They were both landing damaging shots. Khalil Rountree definitely got the power advantage, but Ulberg, he was going in with some nice counters. And he lands a nice overhand after Khalil Rountree was backing him up on the cage. And then he lands a front kick, and he had him going backwards. He was looking to change things in this fight. Rountree, he had the bigger damage. He lands a nice knee in the clinch, had him wobbling backwards. And then he sets him down with a straight right and a left hook.
Oh, man, he's hurt.
Rountree's trying for a submission here. Oh, come on, I'd be tapping. That's got to be it. Oh, he's out.
This is a terrible position. This man is landing.
Winner of this is going to be taking on Khalil Rountree. Gane taking on Alex Pereira. Pereira making his heavyweight debut. They're trading uppercuts. Gane gets the better of it, and he sits him down. And he's throwing that uppercut combo, but Pereira, he's throwing overhands to a spinning elbow, and he had him wobbling backwards. But Gane, he was throwing back, and he kept Pereira throwing a leg kick, and they were just trading shots.
He landed.
Gane's eye is starting to swell.
Now in the semifinal matchups, we got 2 welterweights, Wonderboy Thompson taking on Della. And then the next, we got light heavyweight Khalil Rountree taking on heavyweight Gane. But starting things off, we got Wonderboy Thompson taking on Della. Starting things out with a question mark kick that misses. And Jackson already going in with the combos. Nice boxing combos, throwing hooks, clinching up with Wonderboy, landing some knees and some uppercuts in the clinch.
Far side post.
But he has not deviated from the game plan here tonight. Oh! And now his opponent's back. Oh, how good is this? Both men going. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of...
There has to be some stat out there that Della doesn't throw a lot of kicks to the head or body, or not really any at all, but he gets set down bad by Wonderboy. But anyways, I know Ilya hasn't thrown a single high kick or body kick. He's only thrown leg kicks in the UFC. And Jack, I think it's kind of similar. I know he throws some leg kicks. I think he might have threw some body kicks. I don't know if he ever threw a high kick, but he's been throwing them in the game, and he's been rocking Wonderboy with them. And now he's on the ground taking over.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now is open. It gets through from the top position.
Oh.
So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up.
Oh, this one could be over soon. Wonderboy Thompson takes the judges out of it, gets the finish.
What a performance.
Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him.
Wonderboy Thompson, even at 40 years old, making it to the end of the tournament. Now we got Khalil Rountree taking on Gane. He starts out landing a nice right hook, a couple kicks. Rountree goes up high with a kick, lands on Gane. Gane's going in with the leap kicks. Rountree's throwing overhands. They're trading some straight shots. They're landing some kicks, picking each other apart on the feet. Both have a cut open up. Not too much. They both re-rocked each other once in round 1, but we got to round 2.
Even though he's had a huge strike, one of those guys at heavyweight. That's why he's having so many problems. And not only does he have that, but he can't get to the target. So,
well, clearly his leg is hurt, and now you.
But his opponent.
That's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his?
That was.
The action packed up in round 2, but it was Gane putting on a beating against Khalil Rountree. Rountree was trying to come forward, but he just kept countering, and he was sitting down Khalil. His chin was all beat up. He had a cut open up. This was starting to go bad. I don't know how Khalil is still standing. He gets sat down, but I don't know how he's still in the fight. Khalil Rountree's on his back, and he's setting up submissions. That's not something you see.
Never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
submission now.
Oh.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Seattle. Under a minute now to go in the fight. Oh, heavy shot. Now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
All three judges score the contest 30-27. Declared the winner by unanimous decision,
Now we move on to the final matchup. We got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson taking on Ciryl Gane. Both of these fighters like to pick each other apart from the outside. Ciryl Gane, I mean, he did go crazy against Ty after he got sat down, but I still think he was trying to avoid a lot of damage, but he did turn up the tempo. And there have been times in Wonderboy's career where he went out there and he went to slug it out a little bit. He's not going to duck it, but okay. But he was getting pieced up by Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane was landing some big shots on him, opening up a cut. Wonderboy goes in with a jumping kick that misses, and Ciryl Gane's just countering him, and he had him wobbling backwards.
Rocked him pretty good. Risk mitigation. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land.
And move to a submission.
Gane gets back up here. Well, he was a little bit... An uptick in the aggression and the out...
Oh!
After a 16-man tournament of some of the most unique strikers in the UFC, going from welterweight to heavyweight, Ciryl Gane goes ahead and he moves on the top. He beat people like Tom Aspinall in the first round, Alex Pereira, Khalil Rountree, and beat Wonderboy in the final matchup. Not too bad, but that's going to end off this video. I'm going to try to get another one from flyweight to featherweight, but I'm out.